Dope. All right, we're back. It's been a lot of months, I think. It's been a couple of months, I think.
It's been few
Yeah.
months.
I lost some fuel. Not even gonna lie.
It happens, man.
Yep.
When you get older, you know.
I don't even like. I don't think there's any real way to sugarcoat it, man. I just got a little discouraged over the last couple of months, and it's kind of gonna tie into what I was gonna bitch about today. But I was sitting here thinking about it while you were getting ready. I was gonna use the word respect as kind of what I wanted to lead into with, and I think more of the word that I'm looking for is probably consideration. I'm getting pretty fucking agitated with the lack of from just people in general.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like it's fading. Maybe it's just me. I'm not really sure. Like if it's my perspective, I thought I was doing pretty good with my perspective. I'm pretty generally overall happy. I try to see the good in just about everything I can, and I try to be as positive as I can. But it really fucking seems like people just have a real lack in discernment for each other. It's like nobody gives a fuck about each other, and it seems like it's getting worse.
You know what? You're right. It does seem like it's getting worse, but you just have to let people do their thing. Don't let it change you.
I know it's just hard, especially when you're trying to do something like what we're trying to accomplish here. It's frustrating, We're not we're not going to be the popular choice here. We're not going to be the clickbait. We're not going to be the big money makers right off the bat. We're not going to be all the shit that online has to offer. We're not going to be the attention grabbers right off the bat. We're a very specific taste for people who stumble across something they need to hear or something they're looking for. So that's kind of already a hard fucking battle, right? You know that.
Yeah, well, the people are gonna need to hear what we talk about. They're gonna find us,
Yeah.
And it's not for everybody, but
It's not for everybody, but I'm okay with that. It's just hard sometimes to always have the fuel. Anyway, the consideration thing is getting kind of on my nerves, and there's kind of two different angles I'm going to play with, and I don't know if you're going to see either of them coming. But like one of the things that I try to do in my daily life is I try to be as considerate as I can to everybody else, because I don't know what the fuck you're going through in this moment. Yeah. I just don't, and it's not fair for me to take out everything that I'm going through on you.
Yep.
In any given moment. So one of the things that I try to do, as far as being considerate when I'm talking to other people, is I try to involve them on my level in any conversation given. Now, I have no problem doing this because I like people being involved and getting involved and conversating and learning and blah, blah, blah. This is all very genuine conversation. This is all genuine shit, that you would expect from another human. And it doesn't fucking seem to work that way.
You know what?
I don't know if any of that makes sense to you right now.
It does to some point, because it kind of reminds me of last time we talked. I think it was the last podcast or like 2 podcasts ago about kind of what's it called, emotional intelligence. Not everybody has it, and
okay, so you do kind of understand.
Yeah, I understand it because I deal with people a lot.
You do, yeah.
I do with consistently, with of course with my job, but also people right now, they're not all there, so
there is a lot going on, and I try to consider that.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I've picked up on that I particularly can't stand now is that it seems to me that this particular way that I try to go about things, I don't think it's intentional. I really don't, but I think probably mostly men. Let's use men as an example because men. I think egos have a lot to do with what's going on because everybody wants to be top dog in a shitty moment, right? And everybody wants to be on top and winning and the best guy and blah, blah, blah. But it seems to me that me trying to approach things the way that I do gets perceived as some form of weakness. Now, and I can explain that to you.
Okay.
Because I don't understand it, but I can tell you what I've seen. Now, I try to include... Because I work with all men. I've always worked with all men. I'm blue collar, it's my whole fucking industry, and I'm over it. But I try to have genuine conversation with other men that are. I'm in an egotistical world. It's just a fact. Now, there's something about trying to be inclusive or trying to part of it, like you would say, explaining yourself. Yeah. Me explaining myself somehow or another gets twisted into a sign of weakness where the arrogance in another person will step out and be like, it shows like this guy, okay, obviously I have to be the leader here, so I have to tell him what's up, and my way's the way. You know, that kind of shit. Does any of that make sense?
Yeah, it's what's it called? I mean,
so as a mechanic, sometimes I would ask for an opinion or an idea. I would ask for input, not because I fucking know that you're right, and that's where things go astray. Because people always assume I'm asking or I'm including because I know that I'm wrong.
You just want a different eyes.
I would just like a little bit of perspective.
Yeah, there we go.
And it always goes south. Always goes south, dude. And this egotistical arrogance, I'm fucking over it, and it's becoming more and more common. I'm clearly frustrated with it.
I can tell.
But, well, because I enjoy genuine conversation. I enjoy general knowledge, you know.
But the thing is, right now, with people right now, and this is either masculine men or feminine men, and whatever you want to call them.
There's a wild mix, dude.
And you get it from all sides, you know. Like, I try to have conversations with people, and sometimes you get nothing from them, you know. And they're just like, oh.
Completely shut off.
Yeah, completely shut off. Or don't know how to express themselves. Or don't know how to start a conversation, you know. And then I see that a lot, especially with older men that don't know how to start a conversation or how to continue a conversation. So I know what you mean when you're, on that end.
And that's the other side of it too. Like you said, is without sounding too much like a dickhead, it really seems like the other side of trying to attempt what I'm trying to attempt is a really just dumb part of our population. Like half of them want to be on top of the world and be fucking the boss of everybody, or the other half doesn't know how to do anything. Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's much of a happy medium going on right now.
A lot of the younger generation, they're kind of stuck in the social media world.
I wasn't gonna specify.
You gotta say how it is, you know. And then the older population too. I mean, I work with a lot of older people when I was younger, and especially when I was a caregiver. There were, I was in this field for a long time, and this is how you do it. But it's like, but you have a client or patient that is screaming at you because you're doing something wrong. It's like, well, you're not right.
Yeah, then obviously you're not right.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm the house manager or I'm the leader of this house, because I understand what the client's doing, right? I understand what they need, right? So the older population always get mad. They used to get mad because, why is this young guy telling me what to do? And then the younger generation, they want to listen because this guy doesn't know what he's talking about,
Yeah. And I think at this point I could kind of assume that you're probably pretty similar to me in that you don't mind having any conversation.
I have a conversation with anybody.
We can have any conversation about anything, but where I draw the line, not even on purpose, this is where I get dickish on accident, is when people tell me what's up. If somebody just tells me I'm not talking about factual stuff. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
When somebody just says how it is or says how anything is and the conversation's just over, you're like, well, okay, I'll just fuck myself. I guess I don't know shit. Whatever.
I don't come in contact with a lot of those people.
That's good.
And if I do, man, honestly, I just kind of brush them off, For a while now, I've been learning a little bit more about stoicism, kind of controlling your emotions.
Yeah.
Marcus Aurelius, I don't know if you ever heard of that gentleman.
Yeah.
He does a lot of that, and there's another gentleman by Ryan Holiday. He talks about stoicism, and I actually, just in the last couple of months, going through the weight loss journey and stuff, and losing weight. When it comes down to working out, I try not to show too much emotion in my face when I'm, pushing heavy weight, and just kind of just keeping a plain face, and just to get the emotion out of it, And my son, I might look like a psychopath when I'm lifting weights, but it's helping me in the real world when it comes down to dealing with people when somebody cuts you off, you're like, you right away you want to react, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's now you know what? Now that I'm almost 100 pounds lighter, I feel that I'm more kind of mellowed out, more chill.
Mm-hmm.
Because before, man, I mean, I had all kinds of emotions, depressed, mad, happy.
Well, in that particular case, you're probably balancing out a lot of fucking chemicals within yourself too.
A lot.
Probably has a big part of it.
A lot.
You know?
I mean,
You've been practicing the discipline as well.
yes.
You know,
The consistency. I mean, I go to the gym Monday to Friday, usually 4 days, 5 days out of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And the same time every time at 5 a.m., and
5 a.m.
yeah,
No,
I'm there at 5 a.m.
that's when I have to walk to my truck and drag my happy ass to work.
I'm there at 5 a.m.
No.
I'm taking advantage because I can right now, so I'm, doing that early in the morning. But it's changing my,
Sure.
my mindset a little bit about people.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, at the gym, you meet all kinds of people. You meet all the people from the ego lifters to the science bros and the gym bros. And
See,
but I get along with everybody. That's the thing is, I've yet to find anybody that I don't get along with there at the gym.
And see, I don't necessarily have the problem in such a way that it triggers me in any way, shape, or form. Now, I can't speak for my face.
I was gonna say, well, the way that you're expressing yourself, it
Yeah.
seems like you do get triggered a lot.
Well, my face sure expresses how I feel. But I used to like to think up until recently that I had no problem getting along with everybody.
Yeah.
Because I don't. I love to communicate with everybody. I love to be, I love learning about everybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing this shit if I didn't. But it's becoming more and more of a thing, and I don't know where this is coming from, but there's just something about the way that I am that makes me weirdly approachable. And I don't understand what it is yet.
I know what it is. Dude.
Because I'm super open-minded, and I love knowing about people, but there's like weird approach to me that I don't understand.
It's because you look like a big teddy bear.
I want to be a big teddy bear.
Wait, don't say that. You're gonna get the attention you don't want.
But that doesn't mean that I fucking need everybody's absolute answers and guidance. Like, I made it this far without anybody. I just want to talk to people.
It's just you're very you look very approachable, and people are gonna want to talk to you.
I was gonna say I disagree. I don't think I look approachable.
I mean,
I don't know, but I don't know, man. I can't speak for it. It's been a weird couple of months, man. People are changing in some weird way. Either that or I'm changing.
You're changing.
But I haven't.
You're changing because you're growing. You're growing up. And I mean even growing up like, I'm an adult.
No, but it definitely makes me feel like I'm in a league of my own.
You are, because you're changing. How can I say is your mentality is going from where you know where you're at, being around the people that you've been around, but now you're going. Boop.
And I was gonna say, just so we're clear, this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm above anybody.
No.
I won't look at it that way. I'm just on a different plane now.
Yeah, now you're learning more about different things. You're learning about more about, let's say, cultures, environments, and different things. Now you're elevating your education.
There you go.
On how you see life.
Well, it's fucking irritating.
It's very irritating.
It's fucking frustrating, dude.
I have to, you know what? And I have to deal with both sides. I have to deal with the Spanish side and the English side.
Oh, fuck.
So,
you're getting judged on
tell
two.
me, the Spanish side's not. It's almost. It's the same as the English side, but you're trying to balance. For me, trying to balance two worlds. And I'm not from that side. I'm not from this side. Or if I'm too much this side, I'm not this side. Like
I can tell you what it makes me feel right off the bat is it makes me feel wildly out of place almost all the time.
I am super out of place because my beliefs and how I think is different from a lot of people that I know, right?
Yeah,
so I might not believe in what you believe in, like, say, and how society should run.
Right, but I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
But a lot of people out there right now are not okay with that because your way of thinking is the bad way, and my way of thinking is the good way, you know. And but you can't have a conversation because then you're gonna start wanting to rip people's heads off. and I can do that, but I'm not at that mindset. Is like I want to hear you out. I want to see what you're about. You know, if we can have a conversation and still be friends, cool. You know, I'm gonna joke around. You know, I'm that type of person. I joke around a lot. Sometimes. You know, a little too much because, you know, I like joke around, you know, like, especially if we become, you know, more of good friends, you know, I'm going to be more, you know, joking around more, but society right now, I mean, you can't wear a damn hat because somebody's going to say something. Oh, you know, you're a Dodgers fan. I was like, or you're from California or, you know, tell them BS.
One of my buddies said, I think what he's trying to say is maintaining positive bonds in that growth. Yeah, that's not a concern, man. Like, maintaining positive bonds is what I want. That's what I want to do now. Now, having said that, we're all different people. And I will push back just as hard as you push me. Which is one of my fucking wild downfalls. Because
You have a short fuse?
I don't have a short fuse. But if you want to go down that road, I'll get personal with you. I think it's one of those generational things that I inhibited. I got from probably, you know, my dad and his grandpa and shit like that. Yeah. I don't like it, but I'm good at it. But all I want is to love, and all I want is to maintain my positive growth and my positive relationships. Now, having said that, again, my workplace, I feel hugely is to blame for a lot of this shit.
Very toxic place.
It is because, like I said, I've been stuck around egotistical males for as long as I can remember, and everybody says just get over it or just bury it or do this and do that, and I don't want to. I don't want to have to do that shit.
Don't bury it.
That's negative. That's weight. That's energy wasted.
That's the old way of doing it.
Yeah, and that's just not who I am, and I don't want to be that person. So I'm gonna blame most of that on the hours I spend in my egotistical workplace.
While you're driving when you're driving around, do you listen to anything?
If there's a podcast available, I'll listen to that. And then the rest of the time, I just listen to music that's suiting my mood for the day.
Then what type of music is that?
It changes. It just depends on literally what mood I'm in.
The music I've been listening to a lot lately, and then, I mean, I stopped listening to a lot of rock and a lot of hip-hop. And, I mean, it's been years now. So, but occasionally I do, if I want to rage out a little bit, you know, listen to some old school rock or something. But I've been listening to a lot of very chill EDM music, you know, kind of really just mellow. Even at the gym, you know, just kind of with a nice beat or just, you know, I think of it as driving, you know, me driving my Mustang on the freeway, on the 101, just doing the giant loop. 1 o'clock in the morning when the window's down, the radio all the way up, and then just kind of the chill vibe. Yeah, and that's what I listen to, and I'm just jamming out to just feeling the beat, you know, and I really enjoy that, you know.
It's definitely one of those perspective things because I do too, but that's just what I do all fucking day.
Yeah,
you know. So
you should definitely listen to Ryan Holiday, the Stoicism and stuff. And what's his name? Joe Dispenza. Dispenza, I think is called.
Are these like?
So Joe Dispenza is a doctor that talks about how like working with your mind and switching things around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But some really interesting stuff, you know.
I can check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out, bro. That stuff I listen to a lot of that stuff, and it's helped me out over the years on, especially dealing with people. Like I'll give you something that's going on in my family right now. My grandfather, my mom's dad, passed away a year ago in January, and my mom has she's been paying the mortgage for the last year and a half, right? So, and she's right now fighting with the courts, you know, going back and forth. And then there's family members. Her brothers are. There's 3 brothers that are wanting to take over the house.
I was going to say, I think you've delved into this a couple of times. Yeah,
so these 3 brothers, one of them, and I'm going to say, I don't care if they're on here on Facebook and stuff like that, One of them has never had a job in his life. He's been a drug addict his whole entire life.
Okay.
He's in his late 40s now, early 50s. Another one got a settlement because he dumbass blew up his hands
Fuck.
on the 4th of July thing. Like, and he only has 2 fingers on one hand and then a thumb, and over here looks like fucking mixture of crabs and shit. He literally has like little pinchers, and people are gonna say I'm an asshole for it, but I don't care because he's causing a lot of pain for my mom right now. So he got a settlement, like I think like $2 million, $3 million. Okay.
God
He
damn.
was living with my grandparents. Never paid anything. Didn't pay the house off.
Jeez.
The house is. At that time when that happened, probably maybe $150,000, $175,000. The house, on the mortgage. This low life didn't pay nothing. Okay. The third one of the oldest uncles of my mom's side of the family. Nothing but chaos bringing to my grandparents, like just bad vibes. Okay, so I'm dealing with my mom I'm helping her organize all these documents and all this. The emotions are crazy right now with the family.
Yeah.
Because now some of the other families, there's out of 9 brothers and sisters, only 3 of them are want to help out, and the other ones are kind of just closing doors, right? So, trying to help out my mom to calm her nerves down because she gets stressed out super easy because, of course, her father passed away. Now she has to take care of the house, $2,400 mortgage payment that she's paying in California that she doesn't even know if she's going to get able to save the house.
Yeah.
So dealing with all these emotions, I tell my mother, look, you're doing what you can do. If the judge gives you the house, they give you the house, just wish for the best. Stop stressing out. And I know it's hard because these idiots over here are not helping out or are causing more harm than anything. But you have to kind of look at the bigger picture. You're already doing something amazing for your mom, for my grandma. She's in a safe place. There's people watching her because she had a stroke about 1.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She has 2 strokes actually. And so emotions are everywhere right now, man. Like,
yeah.
And it sucks because once like you think your family's gonna help you out or gonna help each other out, and they're the first ones to fucking hit you in the back, and to go from the emotions like you were talking about, like, man, you're trying to talk to people and then like you feel like, not saying you're above them or anything, but you want to connect with them, but sometimes you can't because their mentality is a whole another space.
Yeah, it's the way that for some reason I look at it, like, and this sounds like I'm really bashing on myself, but the way I see it, I'm not good at using excuses. I'm just not. I've handled
before we start you bashing yourself, I say don't bash yourself.
I'm not.
That's something that I learned, brother. Like, do not ever. Even if you say,
well, I'm not, but
okay.
Hold on a second. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I say that. But I don't do excuses. I don't, because like I said, I've made it this far. I've accomplished everything that I've put my mind to. I've come from where I've come from into everything that I need to be successful on my own. Get out of here. What? So when I say I'm bashing myself, this is what it sounds like, but. Fucking dog. Oh, when you say their mentality is not there, I say, well, if I can do it, then I can almost guarantee that most people can. So I can see where that would sound bad about myself, but if I can make the changes and I can be reasonable with myself and make those changes and think for myself the way that I can now, then I don't feel like anybody else should have a fucking excuse. And excuse me for being brash, but I just don't. I just don't. And especially in a time like this where people really, really need to be taking care of each other, and there's more separation than ever. And it's like heartbreaking, It's,
it is.
It's heartbreaking not only on a personal front, but on a wide front. As a country, we're supposed to be, as a minimal, at minimal, as a country, we should be a lot more together.
The only time we get together is when somebody messes with us and it's not, something bad, like when 9/11 happened, right?
Yeah, and that's when people come together. It takes
That's
that.
That's the only time we said, all right, let's take over the world, like.
Mm-hmm.
For me is when what was it? Right now, what's going on with the stuff going on with NATO and you know the U.S. and it's like if they want our help and they don't want to help us, I was like, I'm sorry, but
Man, I'm not at all caught up on
oh, it's some crazy
any
stuff
of that
happening.
shit. I know. I hear bits and pieces about it, man. I choose not to indulge.
Yeah.
I know that sucks, but it's just too much.
It's a rabbit hole. You go
It's
into that.
it's a lot of energy given to shit I don't need to be giving energy
Yeah.
to.
But speaking on the you know growing emotionally, especially when you start dealing with people like let's say give an example the people that you're dealing with at your job, sometimes you're gonna say kind of just whatever they say, you just gonna have to let it just
Yeah, I
one
know.
ear through the other, you know.
I know, man. It's
And it's difficult sometimes because you're with them all the time.
yeah, it's only a place that you would have to see for yourself, man. And there's nothing I can do about that. And I'm not saying that's my excuse either. It's just annoying. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's nothing more than an annoyance. But
It happens, man. It happens.
you know, like I said in the beginning, man, it's just there is consideration that I wish people would use when you're dealing with the people that you run across every day. And I've been bitching about this since the beginning of this, but that's like the foundation of what could potentially bring you to a good place with another human being. And I don't see why people have to be ugly to each other. And I don't see why people put in effort to being ugly to each other. It takes little to no effort to be the genuine person you are to another human being, and it takes effort to be that fucking ugly to another person. So
some people don't know how to react with other people. They
Yeah.
don't know how to interact with other people. You know?
I know, and again, we go back down that road, and I do agree. I guess I can't understand, and that's literally just where it's going to end, because I can't understand everything about the way your mind works. I can't understand about how their mind works, you know, and they're not going to understand mine. So I guess I have to be okay with that. It's just frustrating.
It's
Because again, we go back down the same fucking path. Now I'm on a different plane. I put myself on a different plane. So now I'm not going to use the word suffer, but now I have to deal with the direction that I chose.
and just you know what one thing how I walk outside and I treat everybody even if they're in these people even if you treat them I treat everybody the same way I want to be treated, right?
Mhm.
If they don't treat me the way I wanted them to treat me, or you know, if they're being, you know, mean to me, whatever, or being assholes, I still treat them with that respect, you know. But to a point, because I know sometimes that right there gets them even more wild up because you're being nice to them. But
Yeah, that idea has blown up in my face more than not. And I fucking hate to say that because that's how my dad raised me. If there's one thing I did learn from my dad, he always said treat everybody with the same respect you'd expect from them. And
yeah, like you said earlier, you don't know what those people are going through, you know.
I know,
And
but
then it's just, but like one of those things is just
fuck.
exactly, you know.
Fuck.
As you just have to let them be and let them go do their thing, and
Mhm.
you can't control people, you know. So you just have to. You can control yourself, you know.
Barely. Y'all are making it real fucking hard on me.
All you do is just get better, brother. That's literally it's get better, you know. And that's what I'm doing, man. I'm trying to get better because if I can be better for the people that are around me,
Mm-hmm.
that means I'm doing something, you know.
Well, that's another consequence of choosing the path that we have, is that the people around me are fucking weeding themselves out.
And that's good because you don't need them in your life.
I know, I agree.
You don't need those people in
I
your life.
totally
brother.
agree.
You do
It
not
is
need
kind of nice to work out all the noise.
You have to be very comfortable with being alone,
Yeah,
especially as men.
that's a whole new chapter, my guy.
That's a whole. Trust me, I'm dealing with that right now. You
Oh
know,
God.
being alone, you know, and as men, you know, I mean, I know you're probably alone a lot.
Yep.
You know, I'm
Yep.
alone a lot.
Yep.
You're in your head a lot.
Yep. Spend a lot of time fucking with yourself.
a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's you got to talk to that little guy in your head, you know, and just say,
That fucker's loud too.
"Oh, it's very loud." Trust me, I talk to him a lot, and you just gotta give him a high five and tell him to chill out sometimes, you know. But
It's all good. If I will say one thing, one good ending note is like, regardless of all the shit that I talk, you know, and all the frustrations that I do have, especially in this episode, one thing I don't see is a quit. You know, somehow, even through all the struggles and all the factors and everything that we've talked about, especially with like the podcast, people, everything like that, I still don't have a quit in mind. So I have to be thankful for that. There's some resilience there.
have you ever seen that graph of the way I think you're gonna be successful, and it's like straight line, right? But then the real one is
Fucked up.
There's barbed wire, there's brick walls,
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
It's intimidating, man.
Very intimidating.
Yeah. It's super
you know,
intimidating.
and you get to the end, and you know, boom, you did it, right?
Yep.
You know, so
And just so we're clear, the end and the determination of I did it is still completely up to you, because
yes,
if you make it and if you continue to fuck with yourself, then that end will never happen.
you know, one of the best feelings is when you get a message from a random stranger or even somebody that you know you haven't talked to in a long time. They say, "Hey, what you posted, it helped."
Yeah. Oh,
It could be you probably already got those
yeah.
messages.
I've gotten those emails before.
And that's where it matters.
That's
you
the
know?
fruit, baby.
That's the fruit. Right
That's
there.
the fruit right there. So
You're planting the seeds right now, but when you get that fruit right there,
I know
damn.
the seeds need to grow faster. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh shit! All right. Good little frustration drop. It's good to catch up a little bit. Not
Yes,
that we
sir.
did much catching up. You look great.
Thank you,
You're doing fucking great with your discipline. I can see it.
thank you, brother.
You look healthier.
96 pounds down.
That's fucking incredible, dude. You've lost almost a whole human.
Yeah,
That's pretty goddamn good.
little person.
Keep
But-
doing it, a little person.
By the end of the week, I should be at 100.
Fuck yeah. You have any good notes you want to throw on the end of this?
Keep getting better.
Keep getting better every day. A baby step is still a step.
Yep.
I agree with you. All right, bro.
Alrighty, guys.
Peace out, bitches.
Adios.